What's going on? TB Tools back with you. Hey guys, what's going on? This is TB Tools with you, and I know for the longest time you guys have been asking, where is your toolbox tour? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and focus on doing that for you here today. I didn't get to do a snap on Friday, but I figured you guys would be down to see a toolbox tour, just to kind of see what's going on. So what I'm going to show you today is one wall in my garage. I've been telling you I've got to get it cleaned up. Pretty much have from a trade. Pretty much have moved everything from trade over to just one wall of inside my home. So I kind of work on that. So what I'll show is, I'm just kind of get right to it. So here's one wall. This is where I keep most of my lights, my greases, my different lubricants, stuff like that. I got this Napa disc drum brake service whole wall system, and it's used to it used to be kept in Napa services, but pretty much have this. Got it on an auction. I think I paid like $40 a cabinet for that, and it's pretty cool because it pretty much stores, a lot of the stuff that I need, and keep a lot of my service contracts or instruction guides, stuff right there. You can see I just have various different things in here. Some old Mac tool stuff. That's a buttonhead rivet, 500 pieces of rivets that I got. Just various electronic components, switches. Got some cans of Freon. This is going to be the R134 refrigerant. And I don't know, just different various vehicle stuff. I got a Jeep, got axle bushings, keep all my different oil filters in here. You can see I just got various different drawers full of different tools. I love these little dishes just to kind of keep everything organized. Different hand cleaners, just various odds and ends. It's like one of those things, you feel like you're gonna kick yourself if you ever get rid of it. But then it ends up sitting here for years and years and you never even touch it. So I got all kinds of helicoil packs and stuff for doing different helicoil repairs. Just some different things in here. Nothing too special. Bunch of fasteners and bumper components. So that's pretty much it for that cabinet. I don't want to make this like a super long video, but I figured I'd just kind of give you guys a rundown of one wall. I got two walls here of tools, so I'm only going to show you the one today. All right, so here we got a New Britain piston ring compressor. Only have ever used that one time for doing a full rebuild. Other than that, I've always just done top ends and stuff on motors. Nothing of a full rebuild, but I know that these guys have got to be losing money, but making like little, taking little priority mail flat rate boxes and kind of cutting them into cartons just to hold various screws, bolts, nuts, stuff like that. Again, nothing too special. Got all my different screws and nails for different various jobs I've done. For whatever reason, I could never bring myself to sell these giant bolts. I don't even know what they went to, but I got them out of a storage unit one time, and I don't know, they were just so cool. I just decided to keep them. So got my gloves and stuff. Down below, I've told you guys early on, I am a fan of all tools, even going back to some previous prehistoric tools. So these are like grinders that you would find back in the day to grind corn, stuff like that. These are called pestles. That's a metate, that's a mono, and then this is more of either a mono where they would use that to grind, or they would actually use it down in like a round deal. Down below there, I'm not going to pull this thing out. This a jackhammer out of a mine. It's got the bit on it still. That would have been used in the mine. It's an old Ingersoll Rand unit. air driven. It's a pretty cool deal. It's still got the, it's so old, I don't even know how to date this thing, but it's got the wooden handles on it still, which are pretty cool. Air jackhammer from Ingersoll Rand back in the day, so I'd say that was probably the, you know, probably what, 30s maybe, 40s that probably was used, something like that. I got some even older stuff. Gotta be always using the simple green. That stuff works great. Degreaser. Here's another tool sitting here. This is something I would not recommend you buy. This is a Ryobi digital thermometer with a laser. What do they call that? I don't know. Anyways, battery, takes a 9-volt. Used it one time, bought this thing, and now when you squeeze the trigger, it'll beep, make the noise, but nothing will ever show up on the LCD screen. So that thing is pretty much a piece of junk, and of course, you know, I don't got the receipts. They're not going to warranty it out. Yeah, what the heck, I'll just throw this in there just because. So, can anybody tell me what this thing is? It is a giant fossilized bone. You can see how big this is compared to that 5-gallon bucket behind there. But that is from a juvenile woolly mammoth. I'm not even going to get into why or where I got this thing, but that's what that is. And then I do have another one right here, another big bone. That is another woolly mammoth bone. Anywho, long story short, got this really nice. Took a wheel, looks like it's concreted. It's got a nice metal pipe in there. This is an older style Craftsman 1/2 horsepower grinder. I also got the wheel on here where got the wire wheel, but I got the grinder, took the old stone off. This thing runs so smooth, guys. It's so quiet. It's got the light on there. Doesn't vibrate like crazy, super smooth. That's a great unit. I paid $65 for that unit right there at a yard sale. Haven't used it a whole lot, but it's a great unit. Got the face shield, you know, in case you need to keep protected there. Here, got a snap-on light. You know, that's been a pretty good rechargeable light. Holds the battery life for a pretty long time. Whenever I need to, it's just magnetized, mounted right there. Just run it down here to my electrical line and good to go. Got a little tool tray, magnetized tool tray here for, you know, working on stuff, throwing bolts and stuff, keep it from rolling everywhere. What kind of box do I got, guys? Everyone's always asking, what do you got for your box? Well, guys, this is my very first toolbox. My dad actually bought it for me when I went to trade school. For those of you that don't know, I went to motorcycle mechanic school. Basically worked on all import modeled bikes and was certified. Thought I was gonna go that route, but basically it taught me everything I know on mechanics and working on stuff. So I've kept this tall tiered box, and it's been a great toolbox. And I just can't bring myself to get rid of it, to be honest with you. I'll probably always keep it. My dad bought it for me, like I said. So it's 26 inches wide as far as the depth on it. Yeah, let's see here. Looks like top boxes are going to be 16, and then that bottom box got a little bit more depth on there. That's going to be 18. Trying to do this one-handed, guys, so sorry about that if it's kind of jumping around on you. Anyways, man, I wish I would have bought these a long time ago. These were actually from the 80s. The Stanley Powerlock 25. I got a couple more. Actually, this one was not. I don't know what I did with my other one. This is a newer model. There's an older model that the whole Stanley sticker was yellow, and at the same yard sale, basically a estate sale that had these, they had an entire box of these for $1 a piece. And at the time, man, I was selling those things for like 25 bucks a pop all day long. And I had 5 of them. I should have bought the whole box, $1, a tape measure. So anyways, what do I have up here? Got my owner's manuals of various motorcycles still. You know, everybody needs a you know, an old school pencil sharpener. Various parts off of cars over the years. Boom, there's a Charger emblem. This one, who remembers that vehicle? The Prospector. Got some old flashlights in here. I think these were my grandfather's. And again, just something I'm probably not going to part ways with. This was a Sportsman, a Rayovac Sportsman. It does have a crack in the lens, but pretty cool design. And then this one here, it's pretty neat too. That's another Rayovac, stainless steel, and it's got the quick, it would have had the quick on or the solid on that you could have clicked it forward. So yeah, those are pretty neat. And so I, you know, I'll never sell those, just something I like to keep and hold on to. Got some ear muffs and just some various stuff, clips, cabin filter, another cabin filter for the car, and got my level. Let's go ahead and get into it. Just kind of show you guys what I got. So we'll start with the ratchet drawer. There's some of my ratchets, and as you can see, most of them are going to be a snap-on line. You know, everybody, you know, the stuff that everybody's got, I'll show you that. This is an older model right here. Just it's got the older design snap-on. That's the TM70B, 1/4 inch. Most of these other ones, I'll just kind of show you the ones that are older that are kind of cool. I don't know how I feel about these. This is that F0 model that doesn't ratchet. It just has like a stop in it. It's really weird. I just use that where I don't have a lot of you know, clearance to move back and forth, and I need that. So that's been a good unit. Here's a really old one right here. I know some of you guys have got that. You know, I do like collecting older tools, so that's the FK720. That's going to be the 3/8, little stubby. Got that, here's a newer style. This is the FK80. So that's the new style, the stubby. Everyone's seen those little itty bitty quarters, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, like I said, most of you guys have seen these. Here's another oldie. This one's a really old 3/8 right here. This is another snap-on, even older. Ferret F-ton, made in USA, patent number on there. What does that say? It says Ferret and then F70N. I don't know if that's part number. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but that's another oldie. Here's one that's really old, guys. This is a 1/2 inch extension. Gotta find why I kept this. It was made in the USA. There it is. I'll try to see if you guys can see that. So this is made by the Allied Manufacturing Company. And let's see, it says Hartford, Connecticut. And it's got the US patent number on there. It's a 7/8. Let's see, June 7th, 1919 is the date on that. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But really cool old design. I've never used it. Just a kind of a really cool old one. Got a lot of my extensions. I kind of keep all the extensions. I got some SK, got some more snap-on through here. I always kept all the various Craftsmen that were older. This is kind of a shout out to CP the Tool Addict, because you know, you've got your G's that were really common. You go in a little bit further, you went into some V plant manufacturers, and then I think you get, you know, an older variation where you had the double line V variation. These are all US made. There's another one, V, with a single line. So all these variations from all these different plants, I just would keep them over the years. You'll see more of that when we get them into my next toolboxes. Once I can move my motorcycles out of the way, you can see I have some really, really old style Craftsmen that are just, that I had over the years. There's my Mac. Nothing real special, guys. This one's really cool. Here's my, I don't even know what they call these, but it was so unique. I got this at a gentleman that had passed away. He was an engineer, had all kinds of crazy odds and ends of tools. But this is the older model. They just came out with a new one of these. Snap-on 1/2-inch ratchet. I don't know that this thing was ever used. And the part number on this one, is it listed here on the side? I don't think it was. Yeah, I don't know. I've looked these up. I want to say these were going for like $150 to like $200 at one point on eBay. So I picked this one up. I think I paid 80 bucks for it, which was a steal on that. Got some various older Craftsman 1/2-inch ratchets. I know my really old ones. There's another older one right there. That's got the V mark on it, forged, just kind of the older style. But anyways, yeah, we'll get into some of the older ones later on. I was looking for one other one. This is probably my best story I got right here. So Sam the man helped me out with this one. When I found this ratchet, this actually had the yellow handle on it, completely worn off. And I found it at a pawn shop, and I paid 97 cents or 87 cents for it in the value bin. I guess they didn't see the snap on it, threw it in there, and then Sam from Snap-on hooked me up, got me a rebuild, and got me a handle. And I probably use that ratchet the most out of all of them right now. So, anyways, there's the ratchet drawer, guys, or at least one of them. We'll get into some punches. Your guys are gonna probably give me a hard time for this one. Here's my punch drawer. So, various punches I have, they're all going to be Snap-on, Craftsman, or Mac. All the various sizes, you know, some of them are bent. Got some stamps in here too. But yeah, there's that drawer. I still have some brand new stamps, brand new from Mac from the 70s. This guy's pretty cool. If you haven't picked this up yet from your Snap-on guy, make sure you do that. Spring loaded. I can't really do it with one hand, but you basically pull it. You would pull this end right here, pull it up, and it would smack down and leave you a nice mark to, you know, drill a hole or something. Pretty cool. So there's all those. Let me know if you want to see anything in particular on those. My drawer, my Phillips drawer, just kind of all over the place. Just have various sizes because, quite honestly, I don't need them really nice and organized. When I need to come in here and do something, I just come in here and grab whatever size I need and get to work. So, got some really old ones. This is probably my favorite old tool right here. It is a Craftsman tool. There's the part number. And this thing, you basically push it. You know, you put like a various head in there and you just push it. You would push into it like that. Let's see if I can get it right there like that. And it would reverse or go forward depending on which direction you spun this unit. So it's pretty cool. You've seen a lot of these. These just fall apart over time. I don't know if this is like a Bakelite. Maybe someone on the video chat knows what this is. But a lot of times I'll open up these drawers, and these black handled screwdrivers from Snap-on will just start falling apart with the heat that we have out here in Arizona. This is probably the next one to go just because it's starting to get that kind of that frail look, and those things will just go. So another little thing I use, I just threw these in here. These are great little clamps. What I use these is to clamp fuel lines, clamp different fluid lines. They're a Blue Point. There's a part number I had these for quite some time. Had some red ones, of course, you know, they just disappear over the years, so there they go. Standard drawer, same thing, nothing too special. I do have some really old, they were new in the box Mac wood handle screwdrivers throughout here. So as you kind of run through these, you'll see them in here. Got the real small guys down here in the bottom. There's some more back in here. But this one was brand new in the box, never had been used, probably from the 70s or 80s. Pretty neat. Drill bit drawer, got all kinds of drill bits, different taps, boxes. I got some, you know, some of the giant bits in here, you know, if you need them. Various jobs. Done all kinds of stuff, guys. Again, like I said, learned stuff through trade school. And it just has taught me how to do stuff throughout the years. Got some hammer drill bits. Just various, you know, various stuff. And anyways, what I typically do nowadays, if there's a tool that a friend of mine needs or a buddy, And I don't have it. I'm gonna go out and acquire it, and that way I have it. So if someone else needs to borrow it or do something with it, then I can hook them up. These, I bought a whole lot of these. These are twisted drill bits. These are all Mac. These were brand new from a Mac dealer from the 60s, 70s, 80s. I think he worked for Mac. And when he sold everything, he sold, I mean, everything. This stuff. Brand new packaging in the box, parts for Mac tools. I mean, the whole box, if you can see back there, is full of various things. So just kind of a cool setup. And I just got all kinds of stuff from that haul. You can see I'm running around a room, guys. So what kind of toolbox do I need to be getting to get myself organized here? You know, I'm not in it every day like most mechanics are. So to me, it's not really getting on me. Here's this is my metric drawer. This was my first set that I ever acquired. I think it started with, of course, your 10 millimeter. I went to the 9 and the 8, went up to a 19, and then from there I kind of have various snap-on through here. Go all the way up to a 30 millimeter. I've never really had to use anything bigger than that. You can see I've gotten some of the sizes. I went ahead and just picked up the Craftsman, like a 24, 25, 27. Got the 29. I think I bought that off of probably OfferUp, or I might have got that from Sam early on. And then I've only had to use a 30 millimeter metric once, so I don't spend a whole lot going any much larger than that. I'm probably not going to buy anything from Snap-on. This is a cool kit from Sam. 4 millimeter all the way up to 9. So 4, I think 5.5, which is odd. I don't even know why they made that one. 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's a small one. Got these double-sided flanks. These worked really good on some stuff, so pick those up just to have. And let's see. Got some Mac. That was still brand new. Got a lot of Macco. This stuff was all brand new from that same guy that ran that estate. Pretty cool stuff. And then when I find it, odds and ends, I don't have some sets, but I just add stuff to the pile. Another drawer, if I'm doing pipe work, guys, there's just various pipe cutters, drywall hammers, not hammers, drywall saws, more small cutoffs if I need them, just various stuff there. We drop into our Allen drawer. Got all kinds of metric stuff for Allen. I actually made a mistake when I just bought these. So this is odd because they've always ran for Snap-on, or maybe this was only for Blue Point. Blue Point was always red with the metric. Well, this one happens to be SAE. So in the red. So I'm gonna have to move those over. There's that drawer. Here's my SAE. And I also have my Torx over here on the side. Do a lot of stuff with Torx. It seems like a lot of stuff is going towards Torx. So Snap-on little mini guys. Got the Snap-on T-handle. That's a big one if you need it. Various Torx sets there. And then just all these various ones that I picked up over the years. Now here's where you guys are going to really give me a hard time. I already know it, because you're going to tell me how much of a waste of space this is. I always get rid of, you know, all the plastic holders of Snap-on. So what do you think of this? So years ago, when I first, this is probably 15 years ago, I thought it was a great idea to buy these little separators, organizers for sockets, and they are a Craftsman. You can see right back there. And anyways, you had your 3, you know, 1/4 inch stuff, your 3/8, and then your halves. But you had where you had these were extra long, and then you went into like your mid-size, and then you went into your shallow. So depending on what I had, I was just going through it, and you can see through here I just marked off whatever Craftsman didn't make, and I tried to fill up this thing, and I bought these pretty much piece by piece and probably lost a lot of money. This one's interesting. This is kind of a throwback to CB Tools. This is one of the things, you know, the little you know, spring-loaded ball in there for that extension fell out. It is a Craftsman. It is made in the USA, but I refused to take this in and get it warrantied out for a Chinese model. So I've heard that they're bringing back manufacturing, so these are just one of the things I'm going to hold on to and swap them out when manufacturing comes back. Here's a, this was a brand new. I tried to sell this at some point, and then I probably just picked it up off the table when I was having some kind of sale and decided I wasn't going to sell these things. So anyways, that's all you're going to see in these drawers below besides this one here. This is where I got another Matco set of, ratcheting end wrenches here. So you got a solid box in there, and you got your ratchet on that side. These have been in, come in handy. Nice, real long leverage. If you're working up underneath the vehicle, super nice to have. And then I got all my various picks, my Blue Point, more like fine dental picks here. Just had that replaced. If you saw my last video from Sam, you can see one of my old screwdrivers, or that pick that I had, that curve pick, is still, that was part of a black handled one that was just falling off. And then I've got my long picks there. So outside of that, you're gonna just have every other variation of your, mid-size, short, and then your long, metric, SAE, various stuff through here. So you can see I marked these off because they didn't make these sizes anything smaller than 12, 11, 10, 9 and a half inch extra long metric at the time when I was buying these. So, and then look at, you can see these are all brand new quarter, newer made extensions, really small stubbies. And those, those are all brand new. Found them along the way and decided I'd buy them. And this is a catch-all drawer, kind of just have stuff. This is a vacuum brake bleed line. Got some staple guns in here. Got your model rocket launcher control module. Battery tender, cable wire, just, various odds and ends in here, just kind of a catch-all. So let's jump over. I'm not going to get too much into this stuff here. Like I said, I've been trying to clean all this up for you guys just so I can get you guys a video. I will show you another one of my prized possessions. This is my very close to a hay button. I think it's called the Westlake anvil. It's a 95 pounder. And that, again, another one of those great estate finds, and I found that. I paid $65 for that, believe it or not. So another one of those items I'll never part ways with. This is kind of a catch-all. I really need to work on all this stuff and get this stuff out of here, but I've had various things that I need to kind of bump in the kits. I'll kind of show you what I've got going on here. This is an old buyout. I basically have these old Wells Tool Company, Greenfield, Massachusetts, USA dies that I bought out, like a kid that had bought out like an old Machinist, and he had all these taps and dies. And so this is what they look like. This is one that would have just been ordered to 6 by 232, and that's a Wells tap. Still got the oil in there. It's pretty cool. And that's what all these are. And then a lot of the ones that came in boxes came with this like felt paper, and I sell these all day long. Matter of fact, if you probably go on eBay right now and look up Wells dies, you're probably going to find my ads on there. And these are full sets, just have bought over the years, and they're brand new, never used Craftsman. They range in there anywhere from the double V's to the V's to the G's, and they're I don't think any of them are metric. This one right here is a Matco set, 1/4 inch. And like I said, these things are like brand new, still in the box, still in the packaging is the way that those would have came for Craftsman, a full Craftsman set back in the day. So who remembers, who worked at Sears back in the day when Craftsman would send you packages like that for a full set kit? That's the way they came. All right, so those are my Wells taps, number 1 and number 10. Wells taps, number 20, number 15, and then the Treadwell taps. This box at one point was completely full on this side of the 1/8 by 40 taps. And I think I have one little box here open so I can show you kind of what these things look like. Open these up, and you literally have brand new little taps in there, depending on the size that it was. So those are pretty cool. That's what those are. Those are all over eBay. Again, bought out the entire set from this kid, and you know, got your various taps. That one's really bad and rusted. That one saw some moisture over time, but for the most part, I mean, they're really clean. They're still brand new in the packaging, so those are pretty cool. All right, let's get into this here. Still, I got a lot of these ones still. These are going to be 532 by 32 and a 3/16 by 24 taps. Here's, I got some larger Morse taps. These ones are a lot bigger. These are like a 1/2 inch specialty left-handed thread reverse tap. So those ones are going to be a specialty one. I got a couple more of those left. Here I got just various other taps. I got the real big 1-inch reverse pipe thread taps. Got some more of those Morse big packs. Those go for like 100 to 75 bucks a box. You go all different kinds of various sizes. Got the real long taps. These are old Machinist clamps, all made out of metal. And I'm kind of assuming these were handmade back in the day. And so I just have kept these. I doubt I'll sell them. Really neat. Some kind of spreader. Now this was not probably handmade like that was. Maybe someone can tell me. This is like some type of spreader. Anyone know what that is? So it's threaded on one side, looks like it goes in there and it like pops, separates something out. So maybe it separates a case or something. Not entirely sure what that is. These are shims, you know, motor shims, whatnot. So I got a bunch of those. Got these big giant, I think these are 9/16 big giant taps, hand taps, high-speed steel. So those are pretty neat. Got my real long little giants down here. These are real long taps that would have been used. Those are neat. Those are still technically new in the box. So let's see what else we got in here. Well, if you made it this long, guys, I just want to say thanks for hanging out with me. Now here's where it gets interesting. Craftsman got metric sockets going like crazy. These are, I got one 5/32 left, 3/4. These are all my 3/16, 1/4 inch. All the different 1/4 inch sizes, I've got them all separated out. Why I do this is because when my boys, I've got 3 boys, and when they decide that they're gonna have tool sets put together, I can come in here and basically build them a set. If I have another vehicle that I wanna have another tow long bag, I'm gonna come in here and make a set. So it's really hard for me to just wanna sell this stuff and get rid of it for next to nothing when I've already bought it, I've invested the money in it long ago. And if I can, I'd rather just sit on it and, you know, make sets as I need them. You know, my father-in-law has needed some stuff over the years, so I've hooked him up on some stuff. Just got all kinds of various stuff in here. I mean, this is a whole box of Craftsman rebuilds for the old Williams crescent wrenches. Brand new in the box still, in the bag. Got a bunch of them. How cool is that? So, got some trailer lights. Got some needle oilers. Got a bunch of feeler gauges, brand new feeler gauges down here. Brand new Mac feeler gauges. I think these were all Mac feeler gauges down here, if I'm not mistaken. Oops, sorry about that. If I'm not mistaken, tread depth adapter or a threaded adapter. Got some honing pieces for doing more engine work. A wire stripper. These were Mac grits for going through and basically honing out cylinders. So years ago, you know, they made those. I thought that was pretty neat. So those are brand new, still in the packaging. This guy's really cool. Check that out. Tape measure, Tough Boy, bright blade. by Master. See if I can get that out though. Yeah, that thing is seeing some work. What do you guys think? Really, really worn, but I just think overall the outer casing of this thing is really, really neat. Yeah, various Mac sockets. All kinds of stuff. Let's see, more Craftsman wrenches, various self-tapping screws. Just some more Craftsman wrenches. Let's see. Gosh, this is a catch-all. I tried to sell this stuff a while back, and then I just couldn't bring myself to sell it. I took it off the table. And honestly, I never put this out. So, I mean, this is a vintage JCPenney wrench set. Brand new in the bag. So, when was the last time you saw JCPenney's sell combination wrenches? Brand new in the bag. Thought that was pretty cool. This is off of try to sell this. I don't know if it's picking up. These are actually purple. The lead inside of the glass is starting to turn them purple. These came off of an old house out here, so I have those sitting in there. I've got some really old locks, Corbin locks. I can't remember all the different names of locks I have. Warden locks, just old locks. More drill bits that I don't know what to do with. Here's one for you. Brand new punch set from Snap-on, still in the box. Never been used on those. Brand new Craftsman close wrench ratcheting set, brand new in the bag, never used. New old stock. Got this old Mac Polar, brand new. And like I said, it brings, like I said, you can see, I tried to bring myself to sell them one time, I just couldn't do it. Pulled them all off the table and threw them back. This is a, I mean, look at this, was brand new. It was a Mac 7-piece universal impact set. Popular sizes, 1/2 inch through 7/8. Brand new, sealed, still in the original container. I have 2 of these, so I've got one in use and the other one's right here. And then I've got this set here. That's an original Mac Tools tray, the way they would have sold them. And I think that's another similar, that's the same type of set as that. I think it might be a little bit different, more pieces, but there's those. Now these ones are all Snap-on sets, similar to what I was doing above. 3/8. Some sizes I still need to complete that set for a 3/8 set. So these are all the same. This is going to be, I think these are 12 points and these are 6-point sets. So there's just different sets of Snap-on. Just various crap, I guess. Catch-all box down below, and this one, I have the one little tool, has some more Craftsman wrenches down there. And this is really just an old, like, I think this is like a nutcracker, I think is what this was. Yeah. Perfection Nutcracker Company out of Waco, Texas. This does have a repair on it somewhere right there. So it was broken, it had been re-welded. And basically you put the nut down in there, you screw that to a table, just like that. The thing sits there and you lift up and thread that out, oil it, it says. You put your little nut in there and you crack that nut open and you get the goods. So how cool is that thing? Who's seen one of those? Waco, Texas. So that stays in there because that's a special piece. Well guys, this video has already been long enough. If you made it this far, thank you. I got more really interesting stuff coming your way. Again, this is my first toolbox tour that I'm going to share with you, and hope you like that. That is the ball bearing grip latch, really nice, smooth operating, holds a lot of weight, and you know, again, probably not going to ever sell this if I even get another new box. So That's it for toolbox tour number 1. And what the heck, I'll just show you what's coming next, okay? So I'll give you a sneak peek. I got a couple more right there. So we got 2 more, we've got basically that whole wall. So we got 2 giant boxes to go through, and then we got the catch-all over there bins. So, all right guys, hope you enjoyed. TB Tools signing out. I'll catch you guys later.